Welcome back, YouTube. Today I'm going to be discussing what would need to take place in order for Dogecoin to hit $50 a coin this year, or even $100 a coin. I've been seeing a lot of bickering going back and forth in a lot of the forums about what needs to take place or whether or not it's possible for Dogecoin to hit those kinds of numbers. And the truth of the matter is, it actually is possible, and we already participate in a lot of markets similar to Dogecoin every day. What are these markets and what do we need to do in order to make this happen? Let's talk about it. When doing my research, I came up with two similar products to Dogecoin. Not necessarily an infinite supply, but a supply that would need to be controlled in the same manner that we would have to do Dogecoin in order to be able to fluctuate the price and get the price up there, and also not have everyone cash out at the same time and crash the price overall. I mentioned that we participate as a whole in two markets very similar to Dogecoin. Can you guess what those two markets are? I'm going to be comparing it to oil and gas via OPEC and diamonds via De Beers. While both of them don't have an infinite supply, they do have a high enough supply that the prices that we're currently paying now for diamonds and oil and gas are not reflective to the actual value of the current market share. This is mostly done through restriction or controlled release. It's a very similar process to the supply and demand, but if the demand is high enough and you can control the supply, you can always get an higher price per unit. A side note, there's also a very popular documentary right now on Netflix about Canada and its maple syrup and like the Federation. Very similar process as far as controlling the output and raising the prices. Like it perfectly aligns with the analysis I'm using here. This is what would need to take place in order for Dogecoin to hit those numbers. You'd have to purchase the available coins to control the price and not have like a surplus sitting on the market, and also purchase the new ones that become available. That's not the hard part. Most people are saying buy and hold and don't sell and stuff like that. So if most people, or even a large majority of people, stuck to this, that wouldn't be the most difficult part about this. The tricky part in comparison is controlling when someone sells or creating like a panic sell, because the main difference between Dogecoin and companies like OPEC and like oil and gas and diamonds is because those companies and those areas are controlled by a few producers. There's tens of thousands of Dogecoin holders, and you can't control when someone decides to sell or how much coins they have, and can they crash the price if they do sell. Like OPEC and like De Beers, they're on the same page. They have their certain numbers and they're going to work together as one, as a moving unit. And that will be the only way that Dogecoin can hit those numbers, is if people unify and move as one. I'll even go as far as to say it would have to be extremely organized, like saying that people would liquidate only 10% of their portfolio or 20% of their portfolio and hold 80%, because not everyone is going to hold the same amount of coins. So 10% of a whale's portfolio may be 100,000 shares or 1 million coins, for example, and 10% of John Doe's portfolio may be 100. And so, the 100 million hitting the market is going to have an impact on the price, where the 100 is not really going to do anything. So you would really have to have organized moves as far as for liquidation, and not just saying, hey, don't sell before I do. And then a whale comes and dumps, 300 million coins on the market and crashes everything. Touching on my price predictions, is it possible for Dogecoin to hit $50 a coin, $100 a coin? I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility. Like $1,000 a coin, $10,000 a coin, or Bitcoin prices, that's mathematically impossible. That's higher than the GDP of the entire country. Like that's like if everyone put all of their money into Dogecoin, like it still wouldn't add up. So that's beyond the realm of possibility, but you can still make great returns. Like we've been seeing like sharp rises over the last week. And of course people are selling off, but getting 30% increases here and there, it's definitely room to make profit on the way up. But again, it goes against the narrative of saying, hey, we're going to get it to, $50 a share, for example, we have to move as like one unit. And I don't know where that organization will come from, because again, there's a lot of hands in the pot. I do think there's money to be made, but that is the only like logical way I see it actually making sense, and not with the majority of people getting screwed in the end. Because what would typically happen is, let's say it did hit $50 a share in October, and a lot of the whales started selling off. At that point, it would just be a race to the bottom, because even the people that got in at like, less than a penny, or like 5 cents or 8 cents or whatever the price is right now, they are not going to miss out on those profits if they think, hey, it's going to tank back down to that. It's going to literally cause a panic sell. So there would definitely have to be like some organization there. I don't know if that's going to come from like Elon Musk or Wall Street Bets, or like some leader to arise. But I think that we're going to have some type of organization on a mass scale in order to get the prices up that high, and to also maintain them. Before I go, I want to let you know that I am pushing for 5,000 subscribers by July. So if you like the value of this channel, or this video in particular provided you with any value, please consider subscribing, giving the video a like. It helps it get pushed out to more people on YouTube. That's all I have for this video. I wanted to provide like an update as far as with the current spikes on Dogecoin. And I love to hear your current thoughts on Dogecoin. Where do you think the price is going? Where do you think this rally came from? How many shares you own? I would love to have a conversation with you. You can leave those in the comment section below the video, or in the community section. Thank you, and until next time.